My name is Dunaway, and I am co-founder of TomboyX.
My name is Naomi Gonzalez, and I'm the co-founder of TomboyX.
My wife and I had just started dating, and I was having trouble finding a really beautiful shirt like a Robert Graham or a Ben Sherman for men that was made for women. I wanted something with a finer quality and fun details around the collar. And so she got tired of hearing me complain about it, and one day she said, well, how hard could it be to start a clothing line? So let's just do it. And that was when we took the leap of faith into this crazy world of entrepreneurism.
The biggest challenges that we faced early on was constantly under threat of running out of money. It was just, because we're an inventory-based business, we have to put a lot of money down first in order to get the materials and get the fabrics laid out and purchase orders in place 3-4 months before we ever sell them.
In our seed round, 95% of our investors were women. A small percentage of them were within the LGBTQ community, because really women that were investing really understood what we were doing and understood the unmet need. And so I think that women investors, especially back then, I think that's changing as more and more women investors are getting out there and learning the secret language and are working on ways to help other founders and people who look like them, because really that's how we're going to change.
As we grow, I would say that the biggest challenges that we face are around scale and what it takes to scale. It winds up, especially with COVID, there's been so many changes and challenges in the supply chain. So how do you get in front of the inventory situation and making sure that you can get your inventory to have anything to sell? But then it's also the team. We need to make sure that we have the right people in the seats that can take us to the next level of scale.
I think the challenges with being a out lesbian-owned company, at the beginning especially, it was hard to raise funds. So you had an inexperienced lesbian couple that were trying to disrupt Victoria's Secret, and most of the guys were like, well, what's wrong with Victoria's Secret? So that was certainly a challenge for us, and I think that it has so many benefits, so many pluses, and I'd say that offset the cons. But some of the cons are, this is a community that has never been seen or heard.
Our audience is very loud and vocal because they have been ignored by the fashion industry for so long. It's why we started this, because we didn't feel seen in fashion industry.
So really the things that we've done well is listen to our community, know what they want, and then take to heart, and then engaging them in the development of all of our product and all of our, what comes next.
And so there's a lot of trust there. There's a lot of letting us know when we get it wrong, because the expectation is much higher for us than, say, a Lululemon or any other brand that's not queer.
I think having a ready community that has a whole litany of unmet needs in the clothing and apparel has been a real benefit for us, because we can provide what is missing, and it changes our targeting. It's much easier to target. So to have a ready built community that identifies and that we know has a certain set of needs, I think is a great thing to start a business on.
I am so proud of the way that our clothing has helped people feel truly comfortable in their own skin. Every week at our all-team meeting, we read a review from a customer, and sometimes we laugh, sometimes we cry, and it's really about people feeling like for the first time in their lives, they are actually feeling at one and at peace with who they are, because this piece of clothing helps them feel normal.
Founding a company with your life partner has its ups and downs, but in the end, for us anyway, we wouldn't be here without each other. We came to this with a similar sense of risk-taking, of adventure.
There's a couple of things that have really made it successful for us, I think, as a couple. And one is that we've set the lines and stay in our lanes, making it really easy for everyone to know exactly who to go to for what. And the second thing I would say is just Fran's sense of humor. I mean, she makes me laugh every day, and it just keeps it great.